Hey everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So this is gonna be a little different style than usual. So I wanna talk a little bit today about like sponsorships, brand deals, promotions, gifted items, all of the above. I think it's an interesting topic. It's an interesting concept. It's an interesting thing in general. As I've been able to grow my reach, I have taken advantage of a number of these things. But recently I've really pushed myself to like step back and simply ask why. Why am I accepting some of these sponsorships versus others? Who is this helping by me taking these things? And where do I draw the line in the sand? So we're gonna discuss all of that today. And throughout the video, I'm actually gonna take you through like as many brand deals and sponsored content and all of that stuff that I've done. And I'm gonna give you just like the thoughts that I have. But first, we have to thank the sponsor of today's video. Oh my God, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? There's no sponsor. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so we're actually gonna start with like my link in bio. By the time this video comes out, I'll have changed this. I literally left some of these things in here just so I didn't forget that I was an ambassador for them. So first thing we're gonna look at is Ritual. So Ritual is like a non-alcoholic spirit company, and I have no issue with them, but I am no longer an ambassador with them. I really wanted to try out their product, so I applied to be an ambassador and they took me in, they sent me the free product, and basically the deal was like, you just have to post once a month on Instagram, and then you can like reorder as much product as you want whenever you want. Don't get me wrong, the product is great, especially like I loved the tequila. Here's the thing, for me it's like I do love that ritual of having some kind of like fun beverage at the end of the day, but I don't necessarily want it to always be alcohol. So this was a great alternative. The thing is though, for the price tag, I never would have spent the money on it myself, because instead I could literally grab like a seltzer water, squeeze the lime in there, and like called it a night. Kombucha in a wine glass is really great. And all of that is much more cost effective. So honestly, I just took a step back from them because I don't want to promote something that I would never spend the money on. Does that make sense? So it is a great product if you're willing to spend the money, but I'm just not, so I'm not gonna promote it anymore. Organifi. Ooh, okay. Here's the deal with Organifi. I've been an ambassador with them for a few years now, and then I've also made like actual sponsored content for them as well. They're a great company, and I think that at the core of what they do, I believe in it. That being said, I will no longer be like pushing their products out. I actually already went through in any YouTube video where I had like really pushed it. I just privated those videos. And let me explain why. While Organifi's product quality is fantastic, they are supplements. And there's nothing wrong with supplements, but personally, I really only use protein powder. And I think that the people that they're reaching with their other supplements, like the green juice and the red juice and all of these other potions and powders and things, most people don't need that. Like you can get all of those things from a well-balanced diet. So that's why I don't really push those things. And unfortunately, that's what most of their company is. Now, do I enjoy their protein powder? 100%. But we're gonna talk about this in a minute. But I've created this like long-term partnership with another company where I do use and promote their protein powder, and I'm trying to be a little bit more like brand loyal because I think that that gives me a little bit more credibility too. So I will no longer be pushing or promoting Organifi. Also, total side note, anything that I do talk about where I am still like into this product, if you do like use my link, I probably get a kickback from it. I just like to make sure that you know that. Okay, next one is terpwheel. I still love my terpwheel. I have a number of videos here on YouTube. Honestly, I'm looking at it right now. I have two different sizes. I don't use it as much anymore because I like have stored a bunch of shit inside of it. I should take that stuff out so I actually use it. I still love terpwheel. I don't have a discount code, but I do get a kickback from this link. So if you like purchase it, use my link if you want. But yeah, I still love terpwheel. I think they're a great company. They did go on Shark Tank and asked for a ridiculous amount of money, and they had a ridiculous evaluation. They got called out on it, but I think they just wanted like the free marketing. Anyway, okay, so last one on my list is the Booty Kicker. Dumb name, great product. So it's like a foldable bar. I use it for all of my bar classes. And while I don't think that you need to purchase one of these if you do bar classes at home, it is nice to have something that is a little more stable than like a countertop or a chair or something like that. I've had the product probably almost 2 years, and it's held up really well. Again, for me, like I'm an instructor, I want it to look good on screen and on film. I don't think it's necessarily something you need need to invest in, but if you really like barre or you're an instructor, I think it's a good investment. Okay, that's all the stuff in my like link in bio. Let's go into Asana. So guys, I use Asana. I made a video about it once. I should do it again. I don't even think it did well, but also maybe you just don't care. I use Asana for all of my organization of like social media stuff and brand deals. So for the most part, I've been using this since I started doing brand deals, but I think there are some that have kind of like snuck through, so I'll just try and remember. Okay, so I'm gonna do like the desktop version. I'll just like put it up on the screen here, but I have 4 different boards here, 4 different columns. So I have a brand deal, I have when it's due, or at least when I have to submit it by. I drag it over when it's been submitted. I drag it over when it's been approved. And then when it's been posted, I drag it over and then I check it off when I get paid. So that's like kind of my system that I have going on. We're gonna go all the way down to the bottom and we're just gonna kind of like talk about each one, and I'll pop it up on the screen here, like what the actual content was, and we'll talk about if I would do it again. So what is this stance? What am I doing? That's better. Okay, get engaged. I don't know what this is. It was a TikTok. Oh, I think this was like a song that they were trying to promote. Yeah, I think it was just like a song, and I think it was just like me working out, and they were trying to promote a sound. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with that. I would do it again. It's just a sound. Like I'm not selling anything, right? So, okay, Daysmith Coffee. Oh, I was really proud of this video, and it didn't do well. And they actually liked it so much too that they like tried to put ad money behind it, and I still don't think it did well. So these are just like little coffee cans, and apparently like each one has different vitamins or minerals or something that like boosts it. I don't know. I wouldn't do it again, only because I would never buy it. I'm not gonna tell people to buy these things that you can just easily make at home and like you don't really need. And again, a lot of these vitamins and minerals you can just get from having a well-balanced diet. I was proud of this content though. I thought it was very creative. Green Boy. Okay, so the 2 we saw so far were TikToks. UGC, that's user-generated content, meaning that I'm not posting it on my page. So I'm just like creating content for the brand. That being said, we did have a deal where they could whitelist it on my Facebook and Instagram, meaning that they are posting it as like a sponsored post and it's appearing through my page. So it is attaching my name to it. So Green Boy is like a protein powder from like chickpeas and mung beans and stuff like that. They're all about like unflavored, very natural, clean, da 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 da. And obviously it's plant-based. I actually really liked the product. Like they gave me a ton of it, and then I think I gifted some of it to someone who like won a giveaway that I was running too. That being said, I wouldn't do it again only because number 1, I do prefer a whey-based protein, so I wouldn't buy this. And number 2, again, I'm trying to stay like brand loyal, and I am now working with a different protein powder company. So I wouldn't do it again for those reasons, but I wouldn't tell you not to buy this product. Speak of the devil. Gainful. Okay, so Gainful I've done a lot of stuff with now. I've done 2 or 3 TikToks with them. I've done a handful of YouTube videos. So I've built like a really nice relationship with this company. This was actually the company that kind of made me step back and go, I need to like really think a little more strategically so that anything that I do take a sponsorship with, I'm not like diluting the value of what I'm saying. So Gainful was kind of the reason why I stepped back from promoting any other like supplements, because I want to stay loyal to them, A, because I believe in the product, and B, I'm forming a really good relationship, and C, I want to have my credibility still. But Gainful is not sponsored. It's a supplement company. They really do focus primarily on protein, but they sell other things as well. And it's all like personalized. You take a little quiz and it basically bases your protein blend off of what your goals are, which I really like. I think that customization is a really cool thing, and I believe in what they're doing, so I'm with them. Slow Brew Botanical. What is this? Oh, it's like a face mask. Yeah, this was stupid. I just wanted a free face mask. The product was fine, just like, why did I take this? So they sent it to me, and then it was like, I tried to make it like really organic, and I put in like all of the products that I use on my face and whatever. I wouldn't do this again because I wouldn't buy the product because I don't even know what it is. Like, why was I promoting that? Justina. You know, it gets really exciting when you're growing and then like someone is like, you're doing awesome things. Can you promote our product? And I don't know, it is really exciting, but you also have to step back and like think about why you're doing it and who you're influencing. Okay, Quokka, there's a lot of like coffee things that I did, which was stupid. Quokka coffee. Oh, I think I did. Yeah, I did 2 with them. Again, just like, it was fine. All these coffee things, it's like, we're the best for focus and we're jitterless and healthy and sustainable and da da da. da. It's like, okay. No one cares. People just want some caffeine. Yeah, this was silly. I wouldn't do it again. DuraDry. Okay, so this was more user-generated content, and we did not whitelist. So this was just like, I made it for them, I sent it off, it was done. DuraDry is like a natural deodorant that helps you not sweat. I don't know. I still have it in my cabinet. I literally never used it. I don't even know why I took this. Like, literally never used it. Haven't used it still. Like, I wasn't even doing it for the free product, just to make money, I guess. I don't know. I also forgot that I had done it. And then one of my students at the children's theater that I work at was like, I saw you in a DuraDry commercial. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. And then I was like, oh, right, I did do that. Yep, so wouldn't do it again. Sunridge Farms. Okay, more user-generated content. So these were little like snacky things like nuts and coconut chews, but they're like non-GMO and they're like natural and whatever. And again, this was just like making content for a brand. We didn't whitelist, did we? Yeah, no, I just made it to them and then sent it off and that was it. Here's the thing. I got paid a lot of money for this. I don't really know why. I guess it was good content. I wouldn't do it again because I wouldn't buy it, but they paid me a lot of money. Well, the damage is done. Yeah, I don't need like organic jelly beans. Like I don't need to order that online. I'm not super concerned with like making sure that I have natural almond joys in the house, you know? So I wouldn't do it again, but also nothing against this brand. I just wouldn't order it. So why would I promote it? Via Hemp. Ooh, this was a YouTube one. So this is like, what did I do? I did this in like a vlog. Excuse me. And basically it's like a hemp CBD type company. I would do this again. I liked the brand. Through the research that I did, it seemed like it was very high quality. I liked the products. Kevin, I gave him one of the rollers. We both do use the rollers. And I don't know if it's like placebo, but I do find that it helps. I mean, it basically feels like Tiger Balm, you know, like when you have sore muscles. I would do it again. I mean, and I talked about this in the video too. I do distinctly remember this, but like this is just a potential tool that someone could use to help with their recovery. Yeah, I would do this again. Beatnik. Okay, so this was an IG thing. Beatnik was the original by Chloe, which I used to go to all the time in one of my past lives when I was a New York City walking tour guide. I realize that you guys probably have no idea all of the different jobs that I've had. I have lived a life here in New York. Okay, so I really only took it because I actually thought they told me they were gonna give me a e-gift card. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll go and get like a free meal and then get like an X amount of money on a gift card because I've been here before. They're just like rebranding and the food was fine, whatever. But then it was like a gift card on their app just for their place. And I was like, oh, well, I probably wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't do it again, mostly just because, so it's like vegan and then they actually rebranded. It's kind of like vegan junk foodie. I don't know, which is fine. I just wouldn't, I'm not vegan. Like why did I do this? So I wouldn't do it again. Ghost. Okay, so this was a TikTok. I think I danced to like a Backstreet Boys song or something. I don't know. It was for their pre-workout. I don't do pre-workout. I don't think that most people need a pre-workout. Like have a cup of coffee and you'll probably be fine. Why did I take this? I think that I was excited because like Sydney Cummings is like a Ghost ambassador and I was like, ooh. My post didn't do well, so they never contacted me again. Midday Squares. Oh yeah, this was another like do something to this sound, but I was so confused. Like this was such a confusing deal because it was like do this sound, but it's for like a product, but we're not gonna send you the product and you don't even have to mention it. It was very weird. I still don't really understand it. I would probably do it again because it literally was just promoting a sound. Like it had nothing to do with a product, so I wasn't even promoting a product. Yeah, is this video boring? Okay, Precision Nutrition. I did a YouTube video with them. I absolutely love Precision. Cannot recommend it enough. Was so excited to be able to like get certified through them. I would 100% do this again and again and again. Forward. Oh, this one's probably my biggest regret. And it sucks because it's the content like took off. Okay, so Forward is basically like boutique health insurance, but it's not health insurance. You like pay a fee and you can like go see a doctor as often as you want. And it's like Forward's doctors and they care more and they're more attentive and it's all about like long-term health and whatever. It's a great concept. I do just wish that like we could all afford health insurance. That would be great. Anyway, it's a great concept, but it doesn't replace normal health insurance. Like if you get in a car accident, like you know, you're in an ambulance, like you're paying for that. You're going to the hospital, like you're paying for that. And I just didn't do enough research. I didn't really think about like that aspect of it because the number one thing, besides being called a communist, on all of the posts, the number one thing was like, what happens if like you get cancer? It's not insurance. I wish that I didn't do it. I wish that I just thought about it more. I also just wish that like healthcare in America was way different than it is. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, Mott and Bow. Ooh, these were my dark wash jeans that I love. I would do this again because I would buy these jeans. I have such a hard time finding jeans because I have muscular legs and I'm short, and these fit me pretty perfectly. They're a little long, like I roll up the bottoms, which is fine. Like that's a nice look for me. I would absolutely do this again. Full disclosure, they did reach out to do another deal and I did say no. So I guess maybe I wouldn't do it again. I don't know. I don't like to promote things too much though that aren't in like my field or my specialty. I would do the one again, but I wouldn't do two. And I said no. We started to think. Okay, Revive. Oh, this was like a box of stuff that I got. It was fun. I did like a little, it's about damn time. Their stuff was good. I wouldn't do it again, like only because I wouldn't buy it myself. Or if I did do it again, I don't know. It's hard when stuff, like this was just gifted, right? And it's hard when stuff is gifted because it's like, well, what's the harm? Because I'm not like making money off of it, but you do have to promote it. I don't know. I think maybe I would do this again. Did I pick my nose? I might have just scratched the inside of my nose. It looked like I picked it. I don't know. I would love to hear what you guys think about like gifted products where you like have to post about it. Because I did enjoy this, but I wouldn't buy it. And also because it's all plant-based and I eat meat. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I probably wouldn't do it again, but am I being too hard on myself? Okay, we're making our way downtown, walking fast. Flybird. Okay, I would do this again. So this is my bench. I actually already owned the bench. Like we had bought it almost 2 years prior to them reaching out to do a partnership. I would do it again because I love the product. They were very difficult to work with. Also, and this is like, if anyone does like on the other side, like offers deals to people on the internet, when you want like a dedicated video about something, it's not gonna perform as well. It's literally just not. And I think that they were very disappointed because I did a whole video about like a bench. It's only gonna do so well. Like, what do people want? People want the tea. People want some sass. Like, if I'm doing a video about a bench, all of those types of videos for me, they don't perform as well. I don't mind that because they're staples of my channel. Those are things that need to live in my channel because they're educational, but they're not necessarily gonna perform super, super well. So if they had let me do that sponsorship integrated into like a sassy video, it would have done a lot better. But they really wanted a dedicated video. So you get kind of shitty views. I hope they don't see that. Whatever, I'm not gonna work with them again. Slate. I still have some of these in the fridge. Maybe I'll have one today. So this is like a protein chocolate milk. Delicious, fun. Wouldn't do it again because I wouldn't actually ever buy it for myself. If I want chocolate milk, I'm just making chocolate milk. Like, that's it. It's just, it's too expensive to spend that type of money on, especially to get it like shipped. I don't know. I wouldn't do it again. Union Wine Company. So this was like canned wine. I made like a cute little ticky-tack in the park. I think this shows where my values are. I would buy this again. This was like really delicious wine. I love the little cans. I just wish that they sold it near me. But I think you do have to like order it, which I would consider. But we also just have like, you know, the little like house wines. We have that at like the liquor store literally next door. So I would do it again though. Like I firmly stand behind the fact that like this was a great product. Sola Wood Flowers. I would do this again too. Okay, we're getting better as we like learned and grew. So these are the little flowers on my desk. They're made of wood. Unfortunately, my cat still tries to eat them. I'm like, girl, they're literally made of wood. What are you doing? But I made like a little room makeover with that. And that's an example of a brand that like really listens to you about like what's gonna do well. Because I'm like, if I just make a video about like these wood flowers, literally no one cares. But people love makeovers. I was already doing like a studio makeover anyway. So I was like, let's just integrate it in, and they loved it. Pure. Oh yeah. I think what happened was that I had applied to this months before through like a platform, and I never heard back. And by the time this like got approved, I was like, what is this? It's basically just like a like liquid IV, like a hydration electrolyte type of thing that you like put in water. So I did have to do it, and I did it, and it was like fine. And the product is good, but again, I'm trying to be brand loyal, and Gainful offers a hydration mix as well. I want to stay loyal to that. I don't think there's anything wrong with those things. Like if you're going to be flying, if you're going to be sweating a lot, if you're outdoors for a long time and it's hot, like those are a great thing to have. but again, brand loyal, so I wouldn't do that again. Bear Grips, absolutely love them. Would 100% buy their products. Those are like my gloves. I actually did a giveaway recently for a pair of their gloves as well as a belt. I would do that again. Manila Skincare. This was user generated content. It's also really freaking annoying because they kept asking for edits and I did not get paid enough money. I think I wanted to try their toner. Yeah. And it's tough when it's user generated content because you tend to justify it it's not getting posted on my page, but then the deodorant, someone I know still saw it and was like, oh, well, Justina obviously is promoting this. So I need to be careful with that. Bombas. This was a big deal for me. This was oh, and did I skip one? Oh, I did. True Energy socks. Okay. So I did this deal with a sock company where it's compression socks, but they're not old lady compression socks. Love their product. They were incredibly difficult to work with just for the amount of time and energy and meetings that we had to have was not worth it. And again, why am I taking, I didn't get to test out the socks beforehand. What if I hated it? You know what I mean? I would not do that again. Also, I was really glad the Bombas, when they reached out to me, did not realize that I'd already done something with another sock company. So, because Bombas is something that is a household name, has a great mission, used the product and loved it already. So I was very excited for that deal. Okay, we're coming to the end. Core Water. So that was a TikTok that I actually very recently made. Probably would do this again. And let me explain. Do I think that you absolutely need to only be drinking Core Water? No. But as someone who does find herself running around the city and sometimes water bottle is empty that I've packed, sometimes you gotta hop in a bodega and you gotta buy a thing of water. And I am partial to Core Water. It was mostly because I really like the fancy packaging, but it is a great product too. So I would do it again. That took a very long time. I also realized that sitting forward like this was a much better angle. Fuck. Am I gonna look like a sunken Oompa Loompa this whole video? Maybe. Okay. So again, I know that was a little tedious to go through and talk about, but I just want to be really transparent. And I think that the main takeaways that I have going forward is that I need to consistently ask myself, who is this benefiting? Would I actually purchase the product? Is it ethically sourced? Is it an ethical company? And then one of the biggest things is this financially accessible to most people? So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are with brand deals and sponsorships and things. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. It also does help me out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one.